Dieting is easy if you understand this. Calories determine your body weight, and what you eat determine how you feel. If you eat like shit, you're gonna feel like shit. If you only eat processed foods, if you only eat KFC and McDonald's and things like that, you're gonna feel like shit. And then you'll be depressed, and then no. But if you eat healthy, you eat whole grains, fruits and veggies, lean meats, healthy fats, that's basically it, then you will feel amazing. But still, if you overeat on healthy things, you're gonna gain fat. If you undereat, meaning you're in a deficit while eating like shit, you're gonna lose fat, but you're gonna feel like shit. So what's the point? The point is that you find something that works for you, that you can follow for multiple weeks and multiple years. It can be for only a season, but you gotta find something that you actually enjoy eating, because if you restrict yourself from, having treats and things like that when you're actually trying to maintain your weight, then you're gonna fail, because you can't sustain that for more than a couple of months, let's say. You can sustain that for years to come. However, if you understand that calories are the only thing that matters when it comes to your body weight, then you can implement and add things that you like, that you would like to keep in your diet, that makes you want to follow your diet, and the rest should be things that actually help you stay there. The things that make it easy for you to, follow the diet, like having high fiber intake, having high protein, that keeps you satiated so you don't feel that hungry all the time. You have to have a balance between what you have, what you want, and what you can follow, because if you lean towards one, you're gonna lose the other one. For example, you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you can follow something that you don't want, but that won't be sustainable. Like, if you can follow a crash diet, eating only chicken and rice and broccoli for a couple of weeks, like 12 weeks, and you lose a lot of weight, but afterwards, what you're gonna do? You're gonna bounce back and regain everything because you followed something that you're not gonna enjoy. Or if you understand the whole thing, the whole system, the whole mechanisms behind how things work, then you can follow a crash diet, because there's nothing wrong with a crash diet. It's wrong if you don't understand what you need to do afterwards. If you know how to balance things afterwards, like you lost weight, you went on the diet solely for the purpose of losing weight, and then you're trying to keep it off by finding things that you want to do, that you want to, keep eating. You want to find a diet that you can eat still, and that still helps you stay on track. That's the point. The biggest problem with crash diets is that they are not sustainable long term, but dieting doesn't have to be sustainable long term. I mean, losing weight doesn't have to be. You want to be healthy for life, for example, that you can't do that with a crash diet, obviously, but crash diets are good for quickly losing weight. Like, if you're overweight, you're obese, you're 60 kg overweight, following a crash diet works because you lose a lot of weight really fast. But the chances of you bouncing back are much more likely, because you followed something that you can't sustain for long enough, and most people don't understand how to act afterwards. Like, they'll go back to their old diet that, got them fat in the first place. You can't really just go mindlessly into a crash diet and expect that once you lose weight everything will be fine, because actually 95% of people who lose weight at a diet regain everything within 3 years. There's a study about this. But there's nothing wrong with crash diets, I think, because there are a bunch of people for example, if you look at bodybuilders, they usually follow some kind of crash diet that they can't sustain for a long period of time. They can sustain it for 16 weeks, but they are constantly suffering and they're constantly in a bad mood and things like that, because they are following something that is not sustainable and they don't want to do it, but they have a bigger goal in mind, which is winning a competition. And afterwards, what do? They still go to the gym, they still monitor their weight so they don't go overboard with eating, and they start to increase their calories, they start to add foods that they enjoy eating so that they enjoy life, because that's what you want to do. You don't want dieting to be something that you hate, because you're eating 3 times a day, most likely. 3 times a day, every day for the rest of your life. You're eating 2 hours a day, let's say, just for simple math. That's 14 hours a week. That's 60 hours for 30 days. That's 60 hours of your life every month on eating something that you don't like. I don't think that you're gonna maintain that for very long, honestly.